In 19th century India, society dictated that women had no voice. But one woman refused to accept her fate and paved the way for generations to come. Rukhmabai Raut, a pioneer of women's rights. Rukhmabai Raut was born in 1864 in Bombay into a society where a woman's life revolved around her husband and home. At the age of 11, she was married to Dadaji Bikaji, as was customary at the time. But Rukhmabai was no ordinary girl. Even as a child, she was deeply influenced by her stepfather, Sakaram Arjun, a progressive doctor who valued education for girls. Unlike most girls, Rukhmabai refused to live with her husband. She chose to stay at her stepfather's home and focus on education instead of accepting a life dictated by outdated traditions. In 1884, her husband filed a case against her, demanding that she return to him. What followed was one of the most famous legal battles in colonial India. The case, known as Dadaji v. Rukhmabai, sparked nationwide controversy. It questioned the rights of women and the legitimacy of forced child marriages. The court ruled against Rukhmabai, ordering her to live with her husband or face imprisonment. But she stood firm and declared, "I would rather go to jail than live with a man I do not love." After years of public debate and international coverage, the case ended in her favor. It not only highlighted the plight of women, but also contributed to the eventual passing of the Age of Consent Act in 1891, raising the minimum age for marriage. Rukhmabai's journey didn't stop there. Determined to make a difference, she traveled to England and earned her medical degree from the London School of Medicine for Women in 1894. She returned to India as one of the country's first female doctors and dedicated her life to treating women, especially in underserved communities. Rukhmabai's defiance against injustice and her contributions to society as a doctor made her a true pioneer. She not only transformed her own life, but also laid the groundwork for generations of women to follow. Her story reminds us that change begins when someone has the courage to say no to injustice. I would rather go to jail than live with a man I do not love. Do you know someone who has broken barriers like Rukhmabai? Share their stories in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories of extraordinary women.